This is not Stephen A. Smith, and I'm about to dive into Madden NFL 19 here on Dmgaming. Don't forget to subscribe. But I have to digress.
What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, y'all, and I want to talk about Madden. EA Play is today. I want to talk about some NBA Live 19 as well. Y'all, I truly believe that Madden NFL 19 is going to be one of the better Maddens that we've had in a long time. A lot of people don't feel that way. A lot of people lost confidence in the game, but after watching this video, I hope that you will take these things into consideration and consider it for what it is. Now, why do I feel that way? Well, Madden right now has a thing called Playbook, where they have a detailed lineup of what they're going to announce and talk about on what days. I talked about this a couple videos ago at how Madden used to do this. They didn't do this last year, but I remember talking about it in one of the videos or a live stream, saying how EA Sports used to announce different things that were going to come out for the game. And now, mind you, these things were done well before June. These were things were done mostly in May. Started with NCAA in May, and then Madden in June. But y'all, they've started doing it again. Now, to some people, you may not have even noticed this. You may have seen it but didn't think anything about it. So let me tell you this. A company is not going to do this. They're not going to promote days to specifically set aside for certain things about the game that are going to be improved, and it's going to be trash. I don't believe that. If they're taking the time to say, on this day, we're going to talk about this, on this day, we're going to release this, that means that they have put in some serious time and they have something worth sharing. Now, once again, I know people in the community are going to be saying they don't care, this and that, blase, blase. Madden's always trash. Madden is garbage. Man, think what you want. That's fine. You have that right to think and believe that, but hear me out. So today is gameplay day. And a lot of people are upset about Madden's gameplay. I was doing my paper out this morning, y'all, and I got to thinking, gameplay isn't the best that it's been. I don't think gameplay will ever be perfect. Name me a game where the gameplay was just dead perfect. I'm pretty sure some people, let's say Backbreaker. Some people, let's say 2K5 or All Pro Football. Okay, and the gameplay was good, but what about the other things in the game? I don't know, man. I just feel like one thing about gameplay is, especially dealing with next generation consoles, is I don't know, will they ever get it right? And what really constitutes bad gameplay? I mean, a few bad experiences when you're playing the game is one thing, but, if it happens all the time, then I can understand. Like me, for instance, I'll say this. Screenplays in Madden are atrocious. The linemen, and I've shown this many times on the live streams, the linemen are totally oblivious to what's going on. They just run in a straight line until somebody crosses in front of their path and they initiate an animation. And that's, to me, something that needs to be fixed. Something needs to be addressed. It's same thing with the cornerback play on the single player thing. They need to fix that. If I'm a DB, everybody who plays DB knows what I'm saying is true. If I shut down a wide receiver, that makes me a great defensive back. However, in Madden, it doesn't work that way. You have to either get an interception, a tackle, or knock down a ball to even get experience points. When we know that's not true. Deion Sanders didn't get the ball thrown on his side a lot because he literally shut guys down. Same thing with Darrelle Revis in his prime. Richard Sherman, all these great defensive backs, shutting down the side of the field, don't get a lot of interceptions because they don't throw the ball to their side a lot because they're always shutting down the wide receiver, and that's what makes them great. But the game of Madden doesn't reward you for that. And maybe I'll go more in depth on that in another video, but that's just two of the things that I would like to be improved as far as gameplay. Now, why do I feel Madden will be good? I think even franchise mode will be good. Well, I don't think it'll be great, but I think that it will definitely be good. With the custom draft classes, if they implement archetypes the way that I've talked about archetypes being implemented, the franchise mode will be good. And I know a lot of people knock presentation to say, well, gameplay comes before presentation. But Y'all, presentation does add a more immersive. If you're a franchise mode player, I don't see how you could not want a better presentation, because some people say, well, I just skip over it. Yeah, you skip it because it's trash. If it was good and worth watching, if you're truly immersed in the game and you want that real life type of experience with the game, then presentation is a very serious thing. And the fact that they have a day set aside just for presentation, I'm going to go out on a limb, make some predictions here. Presentation wise, I think they bring back an authentic halftime show along with possibly a pregame and a postgame wrap up for the week or whatever the case may be. Also, franchise mode. Like I said, I think franchise mode will be good. I don't think it'll be great, but I think it'll be a lot more improved than what it was last year. However, I do believe also there's going to be some things left to be desired. But all in all, I really feel like Madden 19 is going to be good, y'all. I think that it's going to be a game that people who are not happy with the franchise will look at it and say, you know what? It looks good. I'm going to give it a try. I think today EA actually shows actual gameplay footage, because they hadn't said anything about like what they did last year, just allowing the game changers to release gameplay footage and stuff. I think they released it like a week or something before the game actually came out. It wasn't right after EA Play or anything like that. And so to have and the fact that they're doing it at EA Play today, talking about gameplay, leads me even more so to believe that we are gonna actually see real live gameplay. And looking at some of the screenshots, y'all, the shading and textures are a lot better. I think that kind of like how we got from Long Shot, how you seen the darkness, the shades and stuff like that. I expect a lot of that. I think the night games are gonna look phenomenal in Madden NFL 19. They look decent in 18. They didn't look bad, but I think in Madden 19, I think the way that the game looks is going to be a huge improvement with the lighting and the shading and things like that. And it's gonna make those, like the way that you see in those images, and we say, oh, that's just CGI, they're just buffing it to make it look better. No, I think the actual game will look that good. With them having 2 years under their belt on the Frostbite for Madden. So graphically, the game will only be improved, of course. Presentation wise, like I said, I think we get the halftime show back, dynamic weather, franchise mode. Tater Guy talked about some stuff for franchise mode, but I do think there's going to be some hidden gems inside of franchise mode. I think there's going to be some stuff that they're going to talk about later that they haven't released yet, or that you haven't heard yet. You know what those things will be, I don't know. Will Long Shot Season 2 be in the game? I don't know. That's yet to be known. I personally think they may surprise us with the superstar mode. But with them wanting to go the direction of MUT, I could see them doing a Long Shot Season 2, even though we, the fans, the connected franchise fans, don't want a Long Shot Season 2. We'd rather have a full-fledged superstar mode. Now, could they do that? I think that they could, because of the one. Now, it's not laid out on their playbook to announce something like this, so if they did, it would definitely be a surprise. That's why I kind of don't feel like they are. I think they're just going basic franchise mode and connected franchise with MUT. But we could see that superstar element in the single player mode and the single player coach mode of connected franchise. So be on the lookout for that. Speaking of NBA Live, I think that NBA Live 19 is going to be legit. I think that NBA Live 19 is going to be better than NBA Live 18. The one is going to be good. I feel like the one is going to have an actual story mode element to it, as opposed to you just going to play at these professional parks and things like that. I think that was just something to give us a taste, and that in NBA Live 19, they'll actually have you'll have a story mode in there where, you know, it's you got to age in and dealing with those things, the ins and outs of the league and things of that nature. I do think that NBA Live will do some kind of My Park theme. I seen a screenshot for it this morning, and I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not a big online multiplayer type guy, the park stuff. I don't do any of that. I like to do single player mode. I like to do franchise modes. my personal opinion, I feel like multiplayer is kind of ruining games, uh, especially for single players, because when things are geared towards multiplayer, the games are always changing and evolving, and not necessarily in the best of ways. Because if you have a community base that's saying we want this and this and this, the developers will change those things, but they'll change the entire structure of the game just because multiplayer people are complaining. You look at the stuff that they're adding to Madden, they're not adding those things for franchise mode. They're adding those things for MUT. And you know this because when you read the blogs, it says, and these features will be available throughout the entire game. Like the whole depth chart thing, that's for MUT. That's not for franchise mode, but they're saying, hey, we made this for MUT, but it's also going to be in franchise mode as well and stuff throughout the entire game. So, they're adding things into this game, but it's not in the mindset of franchise modes. It's in the mindset of MUT. Now, when you look at NBA Live, it's different because you don't see people playing Ultimate Team for NBA Live. A lot of people are playing the one or franchise mode or the one. They're playing those two modes now. With the My Park thing, they've been wanting to get that back in the game for a while, and they're gonna have it in 19. I truly believe they'll have it in NBA Live 19, and so you don't see that. You see that multiplayer element of it, but it also frees it up for other things. And I wish that Madden would go that route, but unfortunately, there's a large and ever-growing community of MUT players. So we're not going to see more super in-depth things as far as a superstar mode and a franchise mode. We will see some additions. There will be some things added, but groundbreaking stuff, I don't know. But like I said, all in all, Madden 19, y'all, I think this is my prediction before EA plays. This video is going up. Madden 19, I think that we will be impressed in what we see today in the next coming weeks for Madden NFL 19. I think that it's going to make people happy. I think the game is going to be good. I don't think that it's going to be great, but I do think the game is going to be good. I think franchise mode will be good. And I think a lot of people will be happy, even people who stopped playing the game before. NBA Live, I think NBA Live is going to beat 2K out this year. I think NBA Live, because NBA Live 18 has so much potential, and they added a lot of things into the game later on, including a franchise mode, being able to edit the players and stuff like that. And I have really high confidence for NBA Live. I'm an NBA Live fan. I like them over 2K. So I guess you could say I'm an NBA Live fanboy, but that's just because EA Sports actually does a decent job, in my opinion, with NBA Live. You don't see a bunch of microtransactions and things like that you see in 2K. And that's really the biggest downfall. And the only downfall, in my opinion, is the microtransactions and then the NBA 2K. I'm not a microtransaction fan at all. That's not necessary in games to have a good game. But I think EA Play today is going to be good. Y'all, I'm going to be at work, but I will be trying to, so I'm not going to be able to watch it live, but I'm going to try to break away and watch some stuff here and there. Hit me up on Twitter, y'all. I'm going to keep my ear to the ground, especially, so I can get you this information and so we can all look at it together. After I get off, I will probably do a live stream with OBS, kind of going over, recapping EA Play and what we saw from Madden and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that, y'all. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in and sticking with me this morning. I know the video is a little bit lengthy, but I really appreciate it if you stuck through this long. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. Welcome to the DM Gaming community. Till next time, thanks for watching, y'all.